Well, good morning, Center. Hope it is June the 25th and it happens to be a Thursday. And some of you are thinking, why is there a video out now? It's Thursday, as you clearly just said. And videos only come out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, that's true. But occasionally, they come out at a different time. So it is today. So there you are, pumpkin. Well, some of you, when the video came out, thought that, why is it coming out on Thursday? Some others looked at the title of the video and went, what does that say? Well, I'm going to tell you what it says. And the title of the video looked an awful lot like that. Hexy or Hecky or something along that lines. Well, I'm going to explain that to you. See, I first saw this word or symbol a few years ago when my wife took me on a surprise vacation for our 10th anniversary, and I saw this thing everywhere, and much like you, I was trying to figure out what does that say, or more importantly, what does it mean? It just looked kind of cool. I liked it. Some people might think it's a logo for a skater shop or for a line of surfboards or skateboards, something like that. It's not. It's actually based on a Bible verse, John 3 verse 30, that says, he must increase and I must decrease. Now, why am I bringing that up today? Well, some of us have been on a journey in our lives that, suffice it to say, have not been that great. Yes, I have been one of those people who have been on a journey that at points were very low and I wasn't doing very well. And I tried my hardest to fight through this on my own, using all my own strength, all my own wisdom, and all my own grit. It didn't get me very far. In fact, quite often it made things worse. And it wasn't until I came to the realization that I needed help that things started getting better. Now, whoa. I know what you're thinking. I don't need anybody's help. I'm strong enough. I got this. If I just bear down a little bit more and keep things buried a little bit harder, I'll get through this. Thanks, but no thanks. I don't need any help, but good for you for asking. Well, let me explain. We're all like that. We all think that way. And at some point or another, we come to the realization that that's not true. Now, let's just put that on pause for a second, and I'm going to give you a hypothetical. Let's say you're at the beach, okay? Beaches are finally open, you're out in the water, you're having a fantastic time, and you're swimming along, you're one of those great swimmers, and suddenly you get one of those cramps right down inside, and you think, oh, I'm not feeling very good, and pretty soon that cramp starts to get bigger and bigger, and you realize, it's now spreading to my legs. Well, pretty soon you're not able to use your legs, and you're cramped up and in pain right from the torso all the way down to your legs. You still got your arms going, but you can feel it starting to go on there. And you look around and you don't know what you're gonna do, and you see this person sitting up on the beach in a nice bright orange outfit, the lifeguard. And you're desperately trying to get their attention in some way because you feel like you're going down. Now, let me ask you, in that situation, would you want the lifeguard's help? Would you want them to leave what they're doing, dive into the water, come out and save your life? Or would you rather think out there, you know what, they're busy, I don't really need their help. Sure, I haven't got use of my legs, my sternum's all cramped up and sore. My arms are getting really, really tired from trying to keep my head above this water, but you know what, I think I'll just give it a shot, I'll just keep going. Probably not, right? So, when we look at it in an aspect like that, everybody is going to say, oh no, I want that lifeguard. Get in here. I need your help and I need it now. Please help me. Well, we would all say that that's right. We would want that lifeguard's help, wouldn't we? Well, if we step away from the hypothetical and add our lives into this, some of us are drowning. Some of us aren't doing very well at all. Some of us are cramped up and hurting, and we need help, but we don't think that we can ask. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's wrong. Sorry, but that's very, very wrong. Not only are there people around that do want to help you, but let me tell you this. I'm going to go back to that symbol I showed you at the beginning. He is greater than I. I must or he must increase and I must decrease. What does that mean? I must stop thinking about myself as being the only person that can look after me, the only source of salvation on this, and I must let him, being God or Jesus, increase in my life. See, as much as you'd want that lifeguard to get off their perch and swim out and throw you that lifeline that you can desperately grab onto and pull you out of the water that's too deep for you to swim, too dangerous for you to be in, and just too awful to stay around, well, that's what Christ wants to do for us. He wants to throw us that lifeline. He must increase and I must decrease. Guys, that's the lifeline I want to throw you today. I really believe that. He's pulled me out of some times that I know in my own strength I wouldn't have made it. I know for a fact I would not have made it out of that. How much do I believe that he must increase and I must decrease? I must stop thinking of myself and give everything I have over to him and trust that he is going to look after me? How much do I believe in that? Well, let me show you. See that? Where is it? There it is. I actually had it put onto my skin. He must increase and I must decrease. He is greater than I. And that's a reminder that I still look at every day when I get up in the morning until I go to bed at night. Every time I look at my arm, I see that he must increase and I must decrease. And I live in that. And I trust in that. And let me tell you, it's good. It is really good. No, it's not to say that I don't have any cares in this world. Absolutely not the sake. I'm not saying that once you give everything over to him, that everything's going to be absolutely crystal clear and perfect and sunshine and rainbows and lollipops everywhere. But I am telling you this, that when you do go through a hard time, he's going to be there for you. Let me tell you a story. I love saying that. I used to be a youth worker. As I think I've told everybody before this, and if you haven't picked up on that, there it is. And one of my favorite things that I used to talk to my youth groups about was this very thing, that we need to put our trust in Christ and our trust in God, and he's going to be there for us. And like I said, it's not always going to be easy. So I would do this demonstration where I'd bring one of the kids up onto the stage, and I'd put them in a chair, and I'd blow up this balloon, and I'd hold it over top of their heads, and then I would take a lighter and I would stick it underneath the balloon. And y'all know what happens when you stick a lighter underneath the balloon, right? Well, they would jump, the crowd would laugh, and everything was fun. And then I would go get another balloon and I'd hold it over top of their head. And this balloon was filled with water, and everybody knew what was going to happen because I still had that lighter in my hand. So I'd hold it over top of the kid's head, and I'd take the lighter, and I would slowly start to put it underneath, and you could just see the blood draining from their face because they know they're about to just get soaked. And I would stick that lighter underneath there, and nothing would happen. And the crowd would just look at it in disbelief, waiting for that water to just burst, and nothing would happen. So I'd pull the balloon away from the lighter and I'd say, thank you very much, and go back to your seat, and I would show everybody the balloon. Now see, what would happen is when that heat would hit the balloon, the water inside would dissipate the heat and prevent it from actually popping the balloon and allow it to get through that. And I would tell them, guys, this is what your life is like. Your first life is that first, or your life is like that first balloon. That when troubles come, you may try to hold together as much as you can in your own strength, but ultimately, troubles like that fire will bust you. Now, let's take a look at the second balloon. That second balloon is your life with Christ in it. Troubles are still going to come. Don't get me wrong, they are still going to come. But when they do, they hit that balloon and the heat dissipates. The troubles come into our lives, and Christ helps us through that. Now, it's not to say you aren't going to get scarred, because if you were to tip that balloon over and look at it, there's a big black ring on there. And things might leave a mark from the troubles that you have. But all I would have to do is wipe that balloon with my hand, and that black stuff would come off. All Christ has to do is work through your life, and he can help you get rid of all those scars as well. Guys, he is greater than I. That's what I wanted to bring you today. I think someone out there needed to hear that today, and that's why I'm here on a Thursday instead of a Friday. Somebody needed to hear that. If that's you, then that message was for you. And if you're just looking at this video because you're interested in that weird looking symbol at the beginning, I hope you got something out of this too. God bless you all. I look forward to talking to you and seeing you again later. Bye.